We're heading into this church, the Church of St. Nicholas. Notice the facade, the curved, undulating rhythm echoes Borromini from Rome, and on the inside we have the greatest collection of Baroque paintings and sculpture and architectural elements to be found any place in Prague. St. Nicholas is a miraculous illusion of curves, domes, columns, statues, pulpits, altars, chapels. The church was built for the Jesuits in the late 1600s and finally completed in the mid-1700s. The dome rises 70 yards above the ground. The interior appears to be filled with marble statues and columns, but in reality, the marble is all fake. It's plaster, it's glue, it's paint. In some cases, it's wood covered by a resin. So there's really no marble on the interior, which was typical of the Prague style of the Baroque. Well, it's much easier to work the materials if it's not marble, and there was no large supply of marble in the area. Unlike in Italy, which is a nation that's filled with marble, in the Czech Republic, it was in short supply. It would have had to be imported. So if the statues, for example, are made of wood and covered with a resin to make them look like marble, the illusion is complete. The eye is tricked enormously when you come into St. Nicholas Church. It's now a museum. You actually pay an admission to come in here. They have concerts occasionally in the evening, and it's no longer a consecrated church. Certainly worth your visit to see this wonderful artistic assemblage of the Baroque and the Rococo. Ironically, the Jesuit order that built the church only got to use it for about 20 years, from 1750 through about 1770, and then the Jesuits were basically booted out of Europe by the Pope. They had become too powerful and too much of a challenge to the dominion of the Pope. So they were banished, and St. Nicholas became a parish church. In the Malastrana, you've got to go inside and have a look, pay the small admission fee. It's only a few dollars. It's well worth it. Again, that facade with the Borromini overtones, similar to San Carlo ai Quattro Fontane in Rome. You can go up on that observation tower, the bell tower, and you'll have a nice view looking out over Malastrana, the lesser town. We're on the other side of the river still. This is the gateway to Charles Bridge. We're not going to cross the bridge just yet. There's more to be discovered and more shops to check out in Malastrana. This is not a big neighborhood, but you could easily spend half a day over here enjoying the buildings, the little alleyways, the shops and cafes, the gardens, the churches, the statues. It's a very rich part of town. Notice this restaurant on the outside. Doesn't it look lovely? O Vladare. But it's inside that you want to eat because it's a strange situation. It's a separate restaurant inside. And the prices are much less inside, and the food quality is much better. Our local guide took us in here. Turns out this is more of a local hangout, and the outside garden is more for the tourists. The food was delicious. Traditional Czech cuisine, the heavy cream on the cranberry sauce and some slices of veal, pork, beef, sausages, meat and potatoes, the basis of Czech cuisine. So we really enjoyed that experience with our guide. Thanks very much. And passing through the garden again, don't be tempted by these gardens. Sometimes you want to go into the back room and get a better deal with a delicious meal. Back into the town square of Malastrana. Time to hop our trolley car and go back to the hotel because this trip is winding down. The program is screeching to a halt, folks.